Ha! Hello everyone! Kaiju-Z once again with you on a Monday, and a lovely Monday evening, or morning, or midday for everyone involved. It really depends where you're from. We're back at it again at Krispy-Kreme, or as I like to call it, Final Fantasy XIV, Dawntrail. Yes, this is the 5th Monday in a row where we're going through the story of Dawntrail with one Mroa Krug. When last we left off, we raced everyone else to the Moblin's home in Irvinshire, where we ended up, well, learning it wasn't so much as a race, it was just where our guests there. And we helped around lifting people's spirits up, because the storm had kind of ruined everyone's mood. People got injured, people were scared, people were not comfortable in their pacts, as the Moblins deal in pot pacts, in which they are the gatherers for their crafters, with whom they develop the most finest of anything really, jewelry, equipment, stuff and things. So our job as the third promise and her retinue were to help in getting a pot pact going with someone. Bring a new craftsman or artisan or something over to form some kind of a pot pact. We could not force anyone. We can't poach anyone, I think. But we can definitely convince people. Which is why we arrived back in Tuliolal, because, well, we really could think of only one person, Fonjantane, the Elizan artisan from Ukta, who upended his life so he could start over somewhere new and start fresh. And start working under Master. I forgot the guy's name. It was a Pelu at the markets. We managed to convince him without even trying, because once he understood what this was about, he was all in for support for Wuk Lamat. And then we were gonna have ourselves a little rest. Except that Gulool Ja Ja, the Dawn servant, wanted to have a word with Mrala. And the two fought an epic battle. Viper versus Viper. Magic versus swords. Lizard Dad versus Cat Dad. And that was where we last left off. So now, let's get back to business, shall we? Hey, Wuk Lamat. If he had it his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Let's not curse your father with horrible futures. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zorauja, your landsworthy friend Estinian, and yourself. You need to live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else from you? Just a sparring partner. Well, if that's all it was... Are you perceptive of what happened, Wuk Lamat? Wuk Lamat thinks it's time to get our allies for the road ahead. I still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before we head out. Go and eat. You're a growing girl. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the Forard cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? Aw, sweetie. Damn it, Papa. You're a good girl. Ah, Labyrinth of the Ancients. How you've trained me well. Let's just run there. Yeah, so the notification will say welcome to Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines, but obviously this is this is not Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. I forgot to change the text. I should really start doing that after the streams that I do, for convenience sake. But here we are, running to the cabins. Alright, now we're getting the alert. Wow, we really fought all night long, didn't we? Laleho. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left the others are prepared to travel in search of work, so I had a few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my followers took rather a lot of time, though. However, again, I appreciate you making the commitment, Fontaine. Shall we depart for the shot then? A word before you go. It's him. Wuk Ja Ja. Wuk Ja Ja, what are you doing here? Ah! I spend my days correcting manners, and here I am presenting the grave offense of delaying the promised departure. Oh, not again. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh until Zakavit. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? I'd come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. Lore. That's right. It's a fellow step to the right succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, the legends of the Golden City have been passed down into oral for 1,000 years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it's more unassuming, and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden in its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search for the Golden City do not return. Well then. The lesson to be learned from this, but promise is to seek the legend, is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wuk Ja Ja. What a rude man. What are we going to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawntrail find the city and return without incident? It seems the legend originated with the Yokui. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time. But first let us see Fontaine safely into the Moplin's care. And off we go. Meanwhile, in Kozamauka. There we go. I was wondering when this is gonna happen.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the resilient sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Haha, yeah, war, murder.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
So you're looking to build a meritocracy, is he?
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Nepotism! No. Napoleon complex? No. Overcompensation.
Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants.
Oh, right, there wasn't one.
Was
Never
there?
mind.
Do not be foolish, Gulool Ja Ja. Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time they humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawntrail may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon. Face me in battle and learn your place.
A moment first, promise.
Oh, buddy.
Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
What are you playing, Jafar Jaja? Or Jafar Ja?
Too scared to make the first move?
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, you're trying to fight a mountain.
Then allow me!
Ooh, in the arms of an angel.
But he's just a runt.
Dangerous because small. Wide open because tall.
My thanks for your restraint. I can kill him whenever I please.
Uh-huh.
Your part in this is far from over.
Couldn't they at least get some umbrellas? We're back! And we brought with us a floating potsborn. This is Fontaine at the Goldsmith who once worked at SM's aesthetics in Oda. Wonderful! Impressive! You are first to return, I promise. Oh shit, we're first. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less. We welcome you and your unique skills to Irvinshire. Help Hand will show you the workpot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing your proclaimed servant. Thank you, Fortune. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. You have reached met the requirements of the Feast of Pots. Raidrock presents your keystone with joy smiles and well-wishing. Yippee! Number 4. Wait, is it 4? 3? I think this is 3. That makes 3. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Wuk Lamat. I got lost in numbers. Number 3. Looks like they made it as well. More patchwork candidates! Come! Don't interrupt your tales! Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh ho ho! You're doing well. I expect nothing less of Raja's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, second promise. You must have you apply that Shaolin knowledge you have so cherished, and armed Ra with weapons of majestic design. In your role as the new Darwin Servant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest to me. I'm trying to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once the other is known for its advanced technology. Just as the Ghanaian Empire was deterred from invading Shalian. That may well be true, but how long will it take to Yolo to progress to this advanced state? How many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very... Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Shalian whole. Oh, have fun trying that, asshole! Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. You are soon to be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons until all have grown tired of loss. How sure you are that you're not the one who's gonna give up? How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Red Rock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before the Riolo, there were no potbacks for our potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for us, for mobbies. Until the day Gulool Ja Ja arrived. The families of the Grabsters pleaded with him, and so he came to Irvinshire. Mobbies are not a warlike people. We feared death had come for us, but Gulool Ja Ja wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The goldwork crafted of this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of techniques employed. And it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like a newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so began the custom of good living. Happy potswords make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Gulool Ja Ja's words were wise. Your smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much gently shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of pacts. Yes, reason and clever thing changed Mobby's way of life. I'm not listening, la 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 la. The first promise tells of your talk of elden days. He would rather look to the future in the next feat. Why is he looking at her like that? That's kinda creepy, old man. We should be getting on as well. But Gulool Ja Ja never did come back, did he? Do we have a moment for promise? Ragnarok would repay your hand helping with Kake. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Really? I'd love to hear it. The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between, they live in golden happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in the golden happiness. No, that's the city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Ragnarok. Why didn't you hear that particular tale? From a long time ago, friends. They live up in the mountains in Orkapacha. Oh, the giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the mountain way of life. I'll be sad to leave Irvinshire and your joy smells behind. Oh, they're so happy. Well, she's definitely moving their hearts and minds. And we've unlocked the side quests here. Which I suppose we're gonna do it tomorrow. Let me check something first though. Yeah. Right. We should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden Mystery is not stunning. Their village is featured prominently in the saga and it's not to be ignored. The Orkapacha Highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If you leave Irvinshire from the west, there's a road which leads up into the mountains. Let's find that first. There's everyone. Which means for the Yokui at last. This road will take us through the mountains, the Rokupacha Highlands. An exhausting road, perhaps, but a straightforward one. One day we're sailing up rivers, and the next we're hiking up mountains. Tell me about it. The Highlands are here are where the lay of proof took place. That being Gulool Ja Ja in Kaito with the Yokui. But there's also the stage of the Lay of Ice, where heroes fought the monsters of Commander. I'm most curious to know what the rival demand of us there. Yeah, Final Commander is bested, so what do? Looks like the trail is going to get steep from here on in. I hope everyone's ready to do some climbing. What promise? I'm glad I caught you. Ruler asked me to bring you back to the village. She says there's something she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance, or so I was told. It shouldn't take long. If you'll please follow me. I don't remember seeing that guy in town. And what this is all about? Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. Got a rather interesting hair for you here, or should I say Tonawata? In a case, strange that I never noticed him while we were in Nursery. That's what I'm saying. I worked too much. She probably eating sweets behind our backs and forgot to pay the shopkeeper or something equally careless. Oh, she was supposed to get an important item, so I don't know about that. That man seemed familiar somehow, but I just can't place him. I'm eager to continue the Highlands and meet the Yokui face to face. I've heard much about them, but I'm not entirely sure what to expect. This is taking quite a while. I'll just keep waiting for now, I suppose. Uh-huh. Perhaps there were complications? Let us wait a little longer. This is getting a little ridiculous. Where did she get lost on the way back to find us? But how? There's only the one road. I wouldn't underestimate Wuk Lamat's sense of direction, or lack thereof. Fortunately, she has a link pearl. Let's see what's keeping her, shall we? No answer. She's not responding. Perhaps we should return to Effenshaw. It was Redrook who had business with her, yes? I was worried about this. I pray not untoward has befallen the full promise. Something It's not right, I can feel it. She doesn't seem to be here. I thought Wuk Lamat was just being her usual impulsive self, but now I'm not so certain. Oh, you don't say! Back again so soon? We're come looking for Wuk Lamat. Did you not send someone to fetch her? Red Rock did not. Neither has she seen of her promise since you were last here. Ah. Then who was the man who came for her? Oh, I thought you had left already. Where's Lamashi? Is she not with you? We got duped. You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? That thou shouldst worry for your sister is understandable, yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are better spent on locating her. I'll help you as such. This is not how I'd wish your fellow claimant to lose the contest. My sister least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. Marawa and I should work together at least. The better to facilitate communication between our groups. Then the rest of us will split up. Report should you find anything. But geez, don't run everyone. It's only the third promise that's at stake here. It will be another way as well. Right. Keep in touch. There are only two people who'd want her injured. Come. We should begin our search. Here come the gloves. This is most worrisome. If Red Rock hears anything, she will let you know. Quite exactly to begin the search for Wuk Lamat. If Lamaji was returning to Lurfshire from the west, then she should have passed through here. Except Red Rock swears she didn't see her. In which case, it is entirely possible that Lamaji never made it back to the village at all. The only way to be certain is to ask the sentry stationed at the opposite entrance. I'm thinking after we finish this section, I'm gonna do the Ifrit quests, Ifrit cards. If the god did not see Lamati, then we can be fairly sure she's not in Norfolkshire. She's not the one to pass without notice. The third promise. Moppy has been standing at this post with diligent eye watchings. He has seen no claimants pass this way. What of a Tonawata with brightly colored hair? Bobby knows something of this one. He hears tongue flaps about a pale peddler in Mayfairs who was attacked by a crazy-haired bandit on the road. A bandit, you say? Thank you. You've been most helpful. My sister's clearly not here. Though I wish it were otherwise, we must consider the possibility that the Tonawata messenger and the brigand described by the sentry are one and the same, and that Lamashi is in very real danger. Come, let us hurry to many fires. I like a word with this peddler, should they still be around. Okay, to many fires we go then. So the off chance that the people are interested in stuff and things of the drinking variety. What's your favorite non-alcoholic drink? I'm quite partial to Coke myself. I've been drinking a bit more Diet Coke and sugarless Coke as of late. I'm trying to avoid getting too many calories in. But I can't help myself every now and then. I gotta stick in a normal Coke. Whoop. Let's get on the bike. This way. Widowmaker. I don't remember you looking like that in Overwatch. Oh well. Here, Merle. This is the merchant who ran afoul of the bandit. Was there something I could help you with? I'm told you were the victim of a bandit attack. Could you recount exactly what happened? My goodness, I thought I recognized you. I'll tell you everything I remember, second promise. It was that scoundrel Wuk Ja Ja who ambushed me. You know the name of your attacker? There's no mistaking that hair. All my peddler friends have stories of that notorious bandit leader and his predations. Wuk Ja Ja and his gang who stooped to any low for the sake of a few pel, and with no fresh quarry coming up in the broken stairs, they've had to become more creative. Little wonder he went after Lamashi. He likely thinks to ransom her for a royal sum. I expect he'll soon make his demands, but I don't intend to wait. We'll find this villain first and deliver his deserved payment in person. What say you for a small deception? I will assume the role of a well-to-do merchant and lure Wuk Ja Ja out of hiding. Then when he comes sniffing about, we catch the rat by the tail. An excellent plan. I have just the right garment suit for your disguises. A specially discounted price, of course. A brush with bandits has dampened your mercantile spirits, I see. Very well. I accept your generous deal. Now we lay the bait. I will precede you to many fires to make my presence known. You follow on behind, boasting to those along the way how you paid me a hefty purse in exchange for a rare gemstone of some such. If Wuk Ja Ja is as coin hungry as they say, then a recently enriched peddler should be an irresistible mark. You let him strike, and then we spring our trap. Got a plan? I'll keep watch. Time to play our parts. I don't need this, I've done this before. Follow me. There, that's your bra fellow. Share with him how happy your imaginary deal with me has made you. Once you've put on an appropriate display, we can continue to our next performance. Let me put on the disguise then. You know what? Yeah, let's do it like this. Excuse me, kindly fellow. Something I can do for you, friend. You have the kind-eyed. Your brow's full attention. Play the role of a happy pet collector who is required a rare and expensive gemstone. It was amazing! I bought it for an amazing price. You should talk to this fellow. A rare gemstone from the XIV merchant, you say. I envy your profit. You must have met from such a sale. Since the stairs were destroyed, I've not been able to peddle goods at my usual haunts. Okay, then let's disguise ourselves again. A good start, but I would make certain Wuk Ja Ja is aware of me. Let's continue. Also, my voice got very deep for a second. I'm sorry. Is that our second mark? Or is... Ah, that's our second mark. The moblin. That moblin over there looks amenable to conversation. The stage is yours, brother. Okay, go and Bart. What can Mommy do for you? I have made an amazing business deal, man. I heard several such sparkle stone for your collection. Well, that explains your giant joy smiles. Mommy's happy for your happiness. Mommy's also jealous of the merchant and all the jingling he must have made. Mommy wants his head on a platter. Now we go. Packmaster. That should be enough. Perhaps one last act to drive it home. That pillow over there. Let's get a cheer from Bellu. Tell him to tell of your precious gemstone, and then we'll be done with the part of the charade. This part of the charade. Would clean it out? No. Let's see. Let's go over here. How nice to see a smiling face. Can't share the reason for it? I've heard nothing but mumblings and grumblings since the storm passed through. Of course. I made an amazing deal involving a gemstone. My riches have richened. A passing peddler had the very gemstone you sought for your collection. That is a stroke of luck. And I wager the merchant was just as pleased with to fill his pockets with your grateful coin, eh? There we go. Well, I'm inspired to go and earn some pelf of my own. Who knows? Maybe opportunity will find me even as I found you. Safe travels. Ah, my most valued customer. The profit from the single purchase of yours should see me through weeks of idle leisure. Traveling on such a fat purse and no soul swords is tempting fate, so I shall make Herefordshire my last stop, and then return forthwith to the Leolal. He don't know. He don't know. Did you see, huh? The rat has come for a nibble. Let's go and eat that rat. As we Makoto are known to do. Alright. Kona. You played your part to perfection, Marawa. A man of many talents, just as Fankrit and Uranger described. Now I'm jealous that it didn't hire you as well. Let us a little Wakisha out and spring our trap. Let me just, real quick. Where did I get these? Ah, nice. Kono wishes to execute the final stage of his plan. Let us execute the final stage of the plan. I will set out towards Ifrishire alone and unarmed. The better to sell the act of defenseless merchant. Assuming that Gisha is watching, he will likely wait for some quiet stretch of the road before accosting me. I'll be relying on you to follow closely behind, remaining hidden until the time comes to spring the trap on our bandit king. Just remember, we need him alive. Got it. Take out only one arm and one leg. I can carry him to where Wuk Lamat is. There comes Kona. There goes Kona. On the move is our Kona. I hear business has been good to you, Master Merchant. How about to share some of the profits? And by some, I mean every coin you have. Aren't you the tough little boys and girls? Huh? Shall we dance? You're the gemstone collector. Oh, I see what this is. I've been tricked. You don't fucking say. Spit in your eye. Man, kill these withdrawal. Where are you going, tough guy? Sleeping vermin. We have to interrogate his underlings instead. If you'll be so kind, roll up, pray leave them capable of speech. Alright, but nothing more. too strong. You asked for it. I was hoping to talk for your boss, but I suppose you three will have to do. Wait, that's the second promise! What do you want from us? Think I'm scared of a fancy title? I'll take your royal ears as a trophy. As soon as I get free of these ropes. I know your gang is behind my sister's production. Tell me where she is. Eat pack shit, salt lover. You get no answers from us. That's right, we don't serve you. Do not play games with me! Where is Wuk Lamat? Oh. I am fast losing my patience. Talk now or die. And the choice is yours. We were hired to nab the fur promise. That's all. We know where they took her. Hired? By whom? We weren't told that either. Only what Keisha knows. He's the one who took the job. Well, it seems we need the dead leaders after all. Once I've arranged for the Lance Guard to take custody of these criminals, I can't factor in his tracking skills, but perhaps you could pursue Akisha in the meantime. The bandit was running in an easterly direction. Should you locate him, I suggest you shadow him rather than force a confrontation. He might lead us to where Lamashi's being held. You can count on me. Let's find this red-headed asshole. Where are you? There he is. Crossing the river. Now, how did Father do this again? Ah, yes. Crouch and watch. And Mother will track him, matching his pace and his steps. I know. I wish I didn't get these. Alright. I knew that man looked familiar. That was more trouble than it's worth. What was that? Must be the wind or something. This is meant to be easy. And yet... What was that? Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Damn nerves. Should be safe enough now. He said to meet him in front of the tree. Where's the damn movie go? Hubiko, was it? Finally, my money. Give it to me now. The Landsguard may be hunting us already. Calm yourself. We had our own troubles finding a suitable hideaway. Right. We're finished. Take your prize and leave me out of the rest. Such hostility. You are hurting for coin, and I offered you gainful employment out of the kindness of my heart. Kindness? You brought a blackened tempest upon us. One look and I could tell that man was a killer, a butcher, assaulted devil in the flesh. Oh, spare me your fearful bleeding. Go on, scamper away now before the scary mercenary comes to claim your head. This is Fankred. Kona told me in the news. You found the abductor then? What's the situation? It appears that Papa Gulool Ja Ja's men are involved. Likely Papa Gulool Ja Ja himself. And you think that the bandits were hired by the Hubiko? Alright. Your strategy? Bring Okisha and stay on the Momuja's tail. We don't want to endanger the third promise, so keep your distance until we're certain they have her. I'll catch up to you as soon as possible, as I'm able. See you then, Fankred. Off we go again. And he does not react to me. The guy's not turning around, so he must be very confident in what's going on. I'm hearing things. I better hurry if I don't want the beating. see. Well, that's precaution just in case. Okay. Ah, I see. Cutting the 23 just to make sure no one follows them.
Better late than never.
Fagrid.
That Gulool Ja. He's the one who kidnapped Wuk Lamat.
Well, Wakisho's the one who did it, technically.
So we're still unsure. If we can follow him a bit longer, confirm his connection to the abductors. That will complicate matters.
Lee-chan mad.
Confound it!
God damn it!
If I set out now, I can trail them along the riverbank.
Do it!
Even if it costs you the contest.
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to win it?
Now that is a good brother right there.
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to
Very well then. I'll send word when I locate her. Till then, I suggest you save your strength. A rescue attempt could turn ugly.
Yep, sorry, had to make sure the sound was good.
That Hubigo just now. I swear I've seen him with Papa Gulool Ja Ja. Knowing the way that monster works, he probably hired bandits to kidnap her so he could steal her keystones.
Likely.
But even alone, my sister is more than a match for a gang of untrained ruffians. She must have been ambushed or deceived. Gah! I should have been there! If those bastards have hurt her!
Be patient. Trust in Fagrid.
I do trust him, but... Forgive me. Snapping at you won't get my sister back.
Nope, it will not.
I'm afraid I've always been like this when it comes to Lamat. The thought of her being in danger sends me into a panic. But isn't that how families should be?
Not at the cost of your mental health.
These days, Turali Mikote live however they please. But the clan into which I was born kept to the nomadic traditions of our ancestors. They herded their own neck across the plains, always moving with the seasons. During one such migration, my birth parents left me behind.
What?
A child.
That's
All alone.
that's a bit
Without
of
a
a...
single word of explanation. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stallkeeper in Tuliyolal's market. And that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. So, as you might now understand, I will stop at nothing to rescue her.
Of course.
While we await word from Tancred, I suggest we prepare ourselves to travel downriver. You have a boat, yes?
That's a bit of a problem, as the punity was cut-free.
Why release the punity if not to delay pursuit? If we were unsure of their guilt before, then this surely proves it. Before we act, however, let us regroup with your comrades. Would you mind making the call?
Of course. This is Marala. Letters are convened at these locations. See you then.
Understood. We'll meet you at many fires.
Shall we go? So that Kona's backstory actually reminded me of Marawa's. When he was a very young child, he was found by a wandering keeper couple. His birth parents were no place to be seen, so it was assumed that they had abandoned him. In spite of how important family is to Keeper of the Moon Mikote traditions, it's hard. There's very little lore about Keeper of the Moon Mikote, especially the males. But he was adopted by the couple, and it is because of this atypical upbringing that he became a atypical Keeper of the Moon Mikote. He was a stay-at-home partner, husband, and later single father, free. Hona. I may have put rescuing the Majid ahead of my own progress, but don't take that to mean I've given up the contest. You understand how important this she is to me, yet regardless of how close we were, I would have made the same choice. After all, if I'm incapable of saving my sister, while also winning the throne, then I am not fit to inherit our father's saving mantle. Considering that it was Zoraja who set things into motion, that says a lot more about him. He's not fit for the throne because of this. And then again, he's not the one who suggested it, so we'll see. Kono wishes to gather your companions for the upcoming rescue mission. We need to gather our forces. Firstly, allow me to brief everyone on our present situation. Thus, at the very least, we believe that the Hubu knows where Lamachi has been taken. Vagrant is shadowing their boat, even as we speak, and I should like to join him with all haste. Unfortunately, our quarry had the foresight to release our opportunity from the harness, leaving us without a means to give pursuit. Erinville, as an expert on wildlife, what are our chances of recapturing the beast? With the right mix of feed, it can be done. I should like an extra hand to help scatter it about, however. Anyone? Would you accept him? Would you accompany him, Mrawa? Of course, from one blue person to another. Meanwhile, the rest of us should work on getting the harness repaired. It appears to have been damaged when the puny was let loose. For all the peddlers here in the camp, we should have little trouble purchasing replacement materials. As for any necessary metalwork, our franchises are but a short walk away. Then let us divide the tasks and have at it, heroes. Let's go! Boom, bam, ba-da-da-da. There was an unusually aggressive herd of wild puny downriver, so our girl would have led in opposite direction. Come, we'll try the waters upriver. Of course, so it's for the ones that we fought and killed. I'm so sorry. Assuming our purity has come this way, she'll be hiding in the depths of Marsh Ligica. We'll need to lure her back to the shallows with the promise of food. Wild punities eat mainly aquatic grasses and plants, but the tame ones are often fed vegetable scraps. And sometimes, if they are anything like the manatees in our world, they will sometimes eat also fish. Knowing this, I added leftovers to the feed I prepared. This should help the mixture stand out against the marsh's natural scents. Leka is crawling with predators, however, so I'll leave it to you to scatter feed deeper in. I'll be waiting for you near the shallows with the rest of our punities and enticing feast. Let's go get the punity. Let's go get the punity. Let's go get the punity. Our little creature girl. You know, I feel like by this point I would have gotten the Ether Currents. And that's what they expect of me. But I feel fine with not getting them quite yet. That will be much more useful for later when we're doing the side quests in the area. And there's gonna be about a few. How many? About a few. I'm so happy I managed to make him all blue. There we go. Scatter Erinville's punity feed among the water's edge. And now to find a spot to wait, I suppose. No, I should scatter more. Of course. I'm really happy with the way this outfit came about. There we go. Second one. Now to speak with Erinville. Or Ellen something. Hello, my friend. All set? I've just finished laying out the laws of debate. Step back out of sight and leave the rest to me. Right, don't want to scare the poor girl. Oh, here she is. Shh. There's nothing to be afraid of. I just need your help on the one last time. You're hungry, I wager. Come on with me. My God, these things are massive. Yes, there's a good girl. Well, look at you and the impunity. We'll be fine here, I think. I'll give her a few more treats, then lead her over to the boat. You can let Goran know we have our impunity back. Of course. Oh, that Goran, quite a guy. Let's get back to town. Not interested. One moment, I just gotta check something. Da, 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 da. Interview has the beauty in hand then. Good. I expected nothing less from a certified cleaner. As for the harness, we were able to purchase all the parts we needed. The Levier twins are over in Ifrinshire right now, having the Podsworn make the repairs. I'm told it shouldn't take long. We'll be ready to embark on our rescue mission as soon as we hear from Tancred. Tancred must know something by now. This is Tancred. Found her? Understood. Thank you. I had but to invoke his name. Tancred followed the Hubigo's boat to its destination and confirmed that they are indeed holding my sister captive. They, of course, being Papa Gulool Ja Ja and his minions, I swear I will make them regret this. Lamachi is in Richleaf tunnels. The moment the harness is repaired, we shop in the impunity and make our way back down in Ihuikatu. Let's go! There's Tancred.
Tancred.
The third promise is up ahead. She's unharmed, but we best not dally.
There should be no dilly-dallying with these shilly-shallings. Ugh, he spittles.
On these pathetic feats. Far more satisfying to claim the baubles by force.
You know you're not gonna become the Dawn servant by doing this.
Fosuntan poured his everything into that stone. You've no right to touch it.
Oh, was that the name of your artisan? How could you allow something so precious to be stolen?
You thieving cheat! You're no true claimant.
What does that make the foolish kitty who fell into my trap? If pitiful roars were all it took to claim the throne, you'd be first in line.
Now, brother. You shouldn't tease her. Look, the poor thing's on the verge of tears. Meow. Someone save me.
Don't mind if we do.
Who did that?
His scales are as thick as his skulls.
Coward! You dare ambush me?
Look who's talking.
Tis the blessed sibling's favorite tactic.
That useless Buddha was sycophant. He was supposed to keep the lackeys running in circles.
Oh, you must tell me all about that.
Careful now. You wouldn't want to hit her hostage.
Hey, did you notice something? Guess you didn't. Your mistake, Papa Gulool Ja Ja.
That one's not to be underestimated.
They can do nothing while we have.
This is Fankred. He really pulled on Ash Ketchum with Charizard with her.
Impeccable timing.
Amachi, are you all right?
Never mind, Dad. What about your ribs?
Aye, thanks to you.
These weaklings think they can defy us? We'll slaughter the lot of them.
Patience, brother. The keystone is ours. There is no need to fight this day. And Zoral Ja has left us hurting.
No! I won't stop until I gut these maggots and feed them their entrails.
Yeah, there's so many good bits in this.
If we fall
I just can't help but
we fail
grab
our
some.
siblings for nothing.
Also, hi, First Shatter.
Is that what you want?
Nexuki.
No, brother. Break off! We retreat!
Wait! Damn you, Wuk Lamat Ja Ja!
Yeah, typos do that happen sometimes, huh? It's okay. I make plenty of typos myself. And they're gone. We have our keystone.
We head back. Amachi is safe. And that is what matters.
I've been streaming since May actually, so this is like a this is my fifth month now. Every Monday it's Final Fantasy XIV streams, and every Friday is typically a single player game of some kind. I'm going through Vampire's Great Bloodlines for I don't know which number of time now. Yeah. I'm so glad to see you unharmed, Tamashi. Thanks again for coming to my rescue corner. And all of you too. Yeah, it's a nice story so far. But Gulool Ja Ja must be desperate indeed, the result of such aggressive tactics. I should have been so careless. You underestimated him, and it cost me my keystone. Fortunately, I abandoned his life so that I could accomplish the mob at his feet. He believed in me, believed in my cause, and I've let him down. The contest isn't over yet. You're right. It's not over till it's over. The next time I meet that brute, I knock him straight on his kitty behind and take back my keystone. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I spent a lot of time just working on finding a look that was gonna shoot him for Dawntrail. Ultimately, got his out on the new wall hairstyle they introduced with the expansion, and I spent like a week, maybe 2 weeks, trying to put together his outfit. Yeah, I was trying. So, I was going for the particular dungeon, Al Shaddai's Legacy. Yeah, it's the true end game, and the end game hurts because I spent like a week or 2 weeks trying to get the damn top. Speaking of vengeance, didn't Gulool Ja Ja curse some useless Bonwa sycophant when he caught sight of us? It's really a struggle when you don't know. Like I realize somewhere down the line with the next expansion, the one after that, when they come out, likely this outfit's gonna be the Palaka set is gonna be or whatever the name it was. The specific set is gonna be available as like the normal thing you can purchase from a with a recolor from a vendor somewhere in the future. But I needed it now, so I spent a good while. That is so valid. I appreciate your offer. If I ever need more hands on deck to grab something, I certainly will look for people. A reference to Gulool Ja, I would assume. He's devoted to our brother and is the only Bonua I know of participating in the rite of succession. I've been playing the game since 2023. Technically, I played it also in 22, but that was for like a few days, and I kind of veered away because I had other things going. But 2023 was a year that was a bit heavy, and I needed something to keep my mind focused on and sane. So this was it. If Raja was somehow involved in this, I will never forgive him for putting our sister in danger. He'll have forfeited his right to be called brother. That is very valid. There's a lot of good changes that have come since. I get the feel. I get that. It's you really gotta take your time with this game. It's not a marathon. It's not a race. It's a marathon. or however that saying went. Papa Gulool Ja Ja should face punishment, of course, but so must the bandits who had the temerity to attack Lamashi. I shall request that Father send a contingent of Landsguard to enforce the law in this region. I agree that measures need to be taken to keep travelers safe. But I wonder what pushed these people towards a life of banditry in the first place. If we dig deeper, we might find a way to improve things for everyone. That is a very good way to go about it. Just don't skip anything, just take your time and go for the story. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, Shadowbringers. There's a. Yeah. Yeah. I've made it a point, even when I make alts, to just not skip any part of the story, because even if you've been through the story, when you're playing it with another character, you're still putting you still might have a different reaction based on the character you've met's personality, if they have such a thing. You're looking at the game through different eyes. And because Shadowbringers and Endwalker are very good, but they're only as good because of everything that came before them. Without A Realm Reborn, without Heaven's Warden, without Stormblood, it's just not the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, I guess this is good. Yeah, this is very good, but I don't have the context about all these characters and their lore and stuff. So maybe I'm not as infused as everyone else, someone will think. I came into the game after watching players like Brachiozoid, Shenpai, Arkoff, and Jokat go through Endwalker. And I really wanted to see how things got to that point. And so I've been essentially playing every day. Some days I kind of take breaks, of course, but typically I just play every day when I can. And since about May, I've been streaming. And Kona is stupefied at his sister's answer, but it makes sense in the end. You wouldn't be solving the issue, you'd be just treating a symptom. Oh yeah, I've always been enjoying this game. Even the parts that people claim aren't good, for me, it's just part of the story, and it's part of a bigger whole, and it's been good. There's something to think about. For now, however, the ride comes. The ride continues. I thank you all for your help. We should be moving on as well. Are you feeling fit for travel, Wuk Lamat? You bet I am. Zoraj has gained a good head start, and it's time we clawed back some lost ground. I'll likely be streaming based on time for another hour and 20 minutes. Let's talk to everyone. Though they share a single body, it's obvious Papa Gulool Ja Ja has two minds when you see one head calming the other head down. These personalities are so as distinct as two individuals could be. I always appreciate a lurker. So long as people are keeping an ear out or just being around, that's good. And so long as I'm not distracting people, that's fine as well. We need to take the keystone back from Papa Gulool Ja Ja before we arrive at the City of Gold. He will not relinquish it without a fight, though. Of course, we're expecting a fight. That Wuk Lamat I once knew would have been inconsolable at the loss of a keystone. This journey and your companionship is doing her a world of good. Well, Renville, I have experience with 3 sons, so I know how to turn people around. Yeah, I've been trying to get into some endgame stuff, but beyond extremes, I am a bit intimidated. I've been trying to do some Unreals with friends on the side. And by some, I mean one. We got pretty far with the Seria one. I feel like this week we're gonna clear it. Very much fun. Kona is the picture of composure and rationality, except when it comes to the matters concerning Wuk Lamat's safety. Far be it from me to fault a brother for being protective, but still. Girl, you're an only child. I will keep that in mind. Thank you for the offer. I will keep that in a pocket, and if we never need the bonus body, I will look you up. On what server do you play, by the way? Or data center? Worlds. I really am so. You don't have to answer that if you don't wanna. Oh, nice. I really am sorry for what that this happened. From now on, I will let my guard down around suspicious strangers. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So as a bit of context, Mrawa is the first character they made. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Mrawa is the first character I made. I've been focusing mainly on adults for a while now because I managed to find people to hang out with on Fridays and during the week. So I kind of had him on the wayside for the longest while, and now I'm trying to catch up. There's the Ether Current. Alright. I've unlocked a lot of more side quests. Guess we're going for History's Keepers, 93. Wuk Lamat has her sights set on the Yokui village. Alrighty then. The road beckons, friends. Let's be on our way to Yokui. Then it's back to where the path through the mountains begins. You remember the spot where you were tricked into walking off with Wakisha? Just going to rub the dead in my faces like that, eh? I wonder if he's raising my hackles on purpose, though. You know, try to keep my anger directed at him instead of myself. Either way, we can't be standing around here all day. We have a lot of lost time to wake up for. Yeah. You lot run ahead. I have Ether Current quests to do. I don't know if tomorrow I'm gonna do a short stream where I do the side quests. I might do it off stream. But I might also do a short stream where I do the side quests. But at the very least I want to unlock the flying here. So back to Orphanshire we go. Yeah! Almost the moment I went subscriber, I looked for an FC to join. And I worked my way into making him blue. This is my Chocobo. His name is Stormageddon, Dark Lord of all. It's a reference to something. And he's the nicest little guy. I have no lore for how Mrawa got to know him outside of Grand Company Chocobo, and that's about it. One moment. I'm getting a message from someone who does not have a right to be messaging. There we go. Yep. At least once per stream. But sometimes not so much. You know, usually during streams, I always end up getting people who are like, "Hey, I'm an artist. Would you like some graphic design stuff? Would you like?" Or, "Hey, I'm an artist. Would like to see the art that I've made?" And so it's like, "Can you tell me your Discord? Can you tell me Discord so I can show you my art?" And I'm like, "Why don't you just show me your art in like a whisper or something?" Yeah, bus drivers can't scam everyone. Vendovok is a flighty fright. It's a flighty fright. Danger straits! Danger straits! Vendovok's Twinkle Crafter has gone missing. Vendovok has rolled around the village, and some say that he went to pay a visit to the Imperius, the giant's prey place. But prey place is a dangerous place, full of friend-munching fiends. You're a fighter, are you not? Well, actually, I'm a viper, and fighters are a D&D class, so sorry, can't help you. I'm just kidding, of course. Will your sword lend for Vendavok and save her dear Twinkle Crafter from certain doom? Yeah, I'm doing my best, but I'm not familiar with the vernacular. Let's go to find the pot's horn. Out of the way, iguana. Even though you're technically more of a chameleon. I'm not really. Wayward Artisan. Atsunowato fella. You're looking for a Twinkle Crafter. That's me, most likely. I'm one of the mountain's contracted artisans specializing in jewelry making. Vendavok was concerned for my safety, you say? How kind of her to send me my own personal guard. I've ever been fascinated by the unique visual language of the Yokui, you see. I often visit this place to bask in its grand, imposing glory. Yet I have never once taken a step beyond this point. The beasts that lurk within are far too dangerous to risk delving any further. But with you at my side, I can finally make a detailed study of the rest of the ruins. I see where this is going. Such is what remains of them, of course. 500 years have come and gone since the giants returned to their ancestral lands, and they have not been kind to the creations they left behind. Yet some of the larger structures still remain. This impressive gate, for one. They say the Yokui towered the arms above even the tallest Jabral, but I wonder if their architecture might have played some part in exaggerating those tales. Its sheer sense of scale serving to inflate the giant's own. But enough speculation. Let us press on. We have much to discover. Haha, thanks. I appreciate the clipping. Alright, let's go inside. If I'm not mistaken, there's a fate that can spawn here. Go away! Ah! Why you? Okay. No means no! Oh, now you're leaving, huh? Alright. Since you're gonna be a pest about it. Yep, that is a thing. And you can train your chocobo to fight as a healer, as a tank, or as a DPS. I focus mainly on the DPS. And when you reach like a certain rank, you can feed your chocobo special Fafnarian onions. Yeah. In order to level it beyond 10, you gotta feed it Fafnarian onions. You feed it one, and then you level it up, and then another one, and you level it up. Aha. Yeah. Okay. Pillars of stone overlooking the nave. Fascinating, isn't it? This simple combination of geometric shapes naturally draws one's eye to the center, all the while maintaining a delicate balance. Okay, no problems. I'm a chatty Cathy sometimes. As the sun traversed the sky, so too would the shadows of the towers above paint patterns on the ground below. And not just any patterns, oh no, calculations! Every stone cut and placed with mathematical precision, divining the movement of the stars and the changing of the seasons. A triumph of both form and function. True artistry. But wait, what's that over there? By the cliff's edge. Quickly, with me! Okay, watch for the bug. Speaking of bugs... Ah! And I'm not gonna be able to finish my combo. Oh well. Hey, genius. Thank you, and forgive me for racing ahead like that. I'll stop sort of examining every ilm of this place. I clearly forgot the reason I'd never done so before. But if anything is worth risking one's life for, it is surely this. Why, just look at the tower. It's a work of art. It's a tower. To the trained eye, it might appear little more than a pile of stone, but look at how each brick is cut and positioned perfectly to align with its neighbors, and not a drop of mortar to hold them in place. The engravings, too, surely have some religious significance. They certainly inspire reverence in me. Yes, yes, inspiring reverence. That's the thing. Why else would the giants build their temple upon the clifftop, if not to make daily proof their predominance over those who dwelt in the plains below, those who were beneath them in every way? Okay. One cannot help but admire them, that their creations should awe and exhilarate us even now, centuries since they've been gone. Thank you, my friend. My passion for jewelry craft has been cooling of late, but now I am positively burning with inspiration. If the Yakui's creations can echo through the ages, then so can mine, Thorfenshire, and eternity. It's a tower. Ow. Sorry, Stormageddon. Love you. But I don't love this bug. It reminds me of the final boss of the dungeon we just did the last stream. By the way, how is the audio going? Favorite character? Fagrid. Fagrid's my favorite. Mainly because I started off in Fenland and Ul'dah. Mara was originally a pugilist / monk. And yeah, he's great. And also because around when we were born, he was voiced by Thalson Jaffe of Critical Role fame and voice directing fame. Huh? Oh, I think there was a misunderstanding what I was saying. I was saying that mainly Marwa started off as a pugilist, and later monk. And I like Fagrid. Originally, I liked him just because he was voiced by Thalson Jaffe, who. Oh no! Wait, you were asking me about the audio. Is my audio coming out okay? Is anything too loud or too quiet? That was the question. Sorry. Vendabok. Big thanks for bringing me the Twinkle Crafter back to us. Not only is he safe and well, but full of mind fruit too. He says that he found it in the giant's prey place. Okay, thank you. I've been trying to find a good balance between audio and my voice, and nothing being too loud or too quiet or having a reverb of some kind. Because that's been a thing that's been plaguing me for a while. Okay. This need for the mud fruit is common among the Potsworn. Some try to find it in history, some in nature, some even in firewater. It resides outside of the pot pack to keep them well supplied with it. A duty that is a constant source of brain pain. But oh, the ideas they come up with when they have it. Such is fresh thinking. Ventavok can't wait to see what our friendly Twinkle Crafter Wango crafts next. Are you a streamer too? Nice. Have you been streaming the game as well for a while, or how long have you been streaming? Oh, awesome. Hey, however long. Yeah. Just streaming for a month can feel like a while, based on time and input we've put into things. Sometimes I lose track of time. Movamuk. Movamuk is searching for a strange face to Earthenshire. You are Brawa, are you not? He who has been strengthening to Wuk Lamat. Could Movamuk ask that you strengthen for her in turn? Yeah. That is a good way to go about things. Once you stream for yourself and your friends, you can't go wrong with that. The matter is this. Movamuk's craft hand is to retire after long years. He lips that he intends to fancy craft one last masterpiece before he does so. But for this, he needs the hand help of a strange face to the village. Anfroy is his name. He is always very murky-worded with his requests, so Movamuk is not sure what hand help he needs. But if you could exchange tongue flaps with him, she would be very, very happy feels. Alright. What exactly are you gonna need, my friend? Freud does not sound exactly Tona Wharton, but I could be wrong. Anfroy! Hi, Anfroy. Oh hey, Fontain's here. I should be cheering on Wuk Lamat from Milfordshire. Excellent, excellent. Anfroy. Yes, I'm Anfroy. Do I know? Wait, aren't you the friend of the third promise? The adventurer from across the salt who was asking about the prospects. Yep, that's the very same. I've come to help. I see. Movamuk sent you. I only said I needed the help of a stranger to Orphanshire. Trust her to pick an honest-to-goodness hero. The task I have for you is but a trifling one, but it is very near and dear to my heart. I want you to find out all you can about Movamuk. Huh? There's nothing untoward about it, I assure you. I'm interested in what she's interested in. Her hobbies, her likes and dislikes, what she holds dear, and so forth. But for certain reasons that I will share with you later, she can't know this. We've been working together for decades. But now, as my podcast is about to end, I find that I know next to nothing about her. But perhaps others who work closely with the Moblins might. Okay. Guess we're gonna be spying on Movamuk. 1 hour to go. Movamuk and Navroy, yes, I know the pair well. She's famously very protective of him, sometimes even rejecting his patrons' orders outright. It's not that she thinks him unequal to the task, you understand. Quite the opposite, in fact. She knows how exacting his standards are and how discontented he would be if his work failed to meet them. So anytime a patron attempts to have him lower his standards or design something different on how he judges best, Movamuk will always leap to his defense. As far as what she enjoys, well, her delight in Namfroy's creations has not dulled at all. In all the years they've worked together, I should think she likes nothing more. Well, that is nice, but not exactly detailed. Let's see. Dolodrig? Uplanter wants to know what brain tickles Movamuk. That's an easy ask. Movamuk never lip-flaps about anything other than her potsworn, Unfroy. She says he is just as good a trick crafter as he is a crafty tricker. Always playing crafty tricks. One day, Unfroy draws little arrows around the village, showing potsworn how to leave Earthshire without help and eye-catching them. Many laugh-minded pot friends followed the arrow and leave for secret hiding space in the woods. Mobbies are frightened feels over disappearing Potsworn. Potsworn come back all glitter teeth, but helphands are steamers. Oh, except Movamuk. She goes around the village saying guilt words to every mobby for Onfroy's sneaking trick. Deep heart though, it is clear that she is nothing but happy feels to have him back. I am glad thoughts about that, I guess. I'll give Star Wars The Republic this. I never have to read the text aloud. What does Movamuk value most? Her password, of course. Anybody who says otherwise is a fib speaker. She keeps the treasure he gave her heart side out at all times. Also, she once lip-slipped outside times or so, she once slips in Thunderfall. He hasn't a flimsy thought what his treasure might be, but whatever it is, it's sure proof of the friend bond between them. You know, between this and Urianger, they certainly are trying to train our mouths to be able to catch anything. Fists, preferably. The unbreakable mouth. Okay, Alfroy. Ja, heel de jury heeft getekst. Aha. Behold, Alfroy. Ah, you're back. So, what did you find out? Okay. Ha! She really thinks that much of me. They say that mob and help-hands love nothing more than helping their charges, and it seems it's true, though it wouldn't hurt for her to show it a little more often. But that's not the only thing you learned, and I thank you for it. You've given me exactly what I need, so I suppose it's about time I told you what I need it for. The truth is, is Broa still hard helping? Yes, he is. So thank you for not bothering us. You do remember that I specifically asked you to leave me be until my work was complete? Always such angry words. Mufamuk means no bother. Just needs to daily mob duty, sharpening tools until they sparkle to shine. And I'm telling you that I don't need you to. Not now, anyway. I'm almost retired. All my commissions are already dealt with. Until the end day of the Pact Pact, Mufamuk will uphold her pact part. It is her duty as help hand. Why do you always have to be so? I'm sorry, Mufamuk, but I'm going to have to put my foot down, as Presley forbids you from touching my tools until my work with Mrawa is finished. Then Mufamuk will do as Amphra asks, though it makes her shamefaced. She will hand turn to other duties. If Amphra needs her, he has only to hail call. Was that truly necessary, Alfroy? I wish I didn't have to do that, but I'll be needing every one of those tools if I'm to achieve my aim. That aim being to make a farewell present for Mufamuk. Oh. In all the years I've been working here, she has been my guardian angel, answering my every prayer before it even makes it to my lips. Even in these recent times when the help hands have grown too few for the number of pots worn, her services hasn't lapsed an elm. Now that my service is coming to an end, I want to do something just for her, to thank her for everything she's done for me. Yet despite her knowing me better than I do myself, I discovered that I didn't really know anything about her at all. I need to speak with her, to learn what really makes her tick, but she always brushed me off, said that her only wish was a humble help hand, was to see my wish realized. That got me thinking, perhaps she and the other Malvins might be more willing to open up to someone who wasn't bound by the Pot Pact, someone like you, and by all the gods, that plan worked. I have an idea for her present now. All that remains is to craft it, but without Mufamuk's help, that might be a little more difficult than usual. You'd be willing to play help hand a little longer. I'll make it worth your while. Sure, we can do that tomorrow. Because they have 50 minutes left and I want to get to the next section. Come on, Stormageddon. We ride. Actually, you know what? Rest, Stormageddon. I will cycle us there. Ride, Garland bike. Ride. Oh man, it took you so much. It always stars me out. Aaronville's not here, interesting enough. Those bandits must have been watching us from the moment we stepped off the riverboat. I knew I felt their eyes on us. Zoroja will not have been wasting time while we were busy dusting with Wuk Lamat Ja Ja. We need to hurry. Cryo. Aaronville said this path will take us all the way to Urkapacha's Islands, didn't he? I wonder if by the time I get to the end of the expansion, the Puek Tombstone gear is gonna be available. At the pace I'm going, maybe. I couldn't leave without letting Roderick know what happened. So I stopped in Herefordshire to say a few words before moving on. Where's Aaronville? And now Aaronville's nowhere to be seen. Couldn't you wait a few more moments? So much for giving me the benefit of the doubt. Giving him the benefit of the doubt. Come on, let's catch up. I want to give that smug gleaner a piece of my mind. And off we go. I worried that Wuk Lamat would agonize over the loss of the keystone, but it seems I had nothing to be concerned about. Onwards and upwards, then. Okay, son. Onwards and upwards. Whee! I can now clear this map, which I'll do tomorrow. Maybe. Okay, first let me get these two. Or there's one. Ah, the mountains. Quite a sight. Okay, there's the other one then. Up. And that's the hunt log for now. Okay. Seems those buildings up ahead are the village we've heard of. We're headed for, not heard of. They have a deep connection to the legend of the Gone City. This visit will allow us to ask them about it directly. Hell yeah, it will. I've never climbed so high before. I'll tell her to go off once I catch my breath. Huffy? Have to be quite high up by now, which makes me wonder how much higher the summit of Workhorse and War must be. About a bit. Ethel? As I'm sure you've noticed, the air grows at this elevation. It grows thin at this elevation. Take it slow until your body adjusts. Deep breaths. Drink plenty of water. A few more steps, then be in Warlord's cycle. Warlord's cycle. Let's get to the echo. Next up to the alpaca keep real quick. Nah, good. And if right? Eh. Attune your hand. I knew the path led here, but I've never set foot in this village myself. Everything here is John says, but the structure at the back is on a different scale altogether. A temple of some kind, mayhap. Chilly air, stout stone construction. If I squint a bit, I might think it was in an Ishgard for a moment. Ah yes, the legendary Ishgard open field. Well, thank the gods. They have their name right. I don't fancy the idea of trudging up the mountains troll a second time. Charles. Phew. I think I'm getting used to the air up here. So this is the place for the lay of proof, where Papa met with the Yokui. And that must be them. I don't think I've ever actually seen one outside of a picture. Studies from Mosterali. The Jones rarely visit the lowlands. Here in their mountain fastness, they tend to the sullen duty they pledge to undertaking their pact with the Dawn servant. To watch over the Trovich Rao, Valigar Manda, and to maintain its prison within the temple. Ah yes, Wuk Lamat told us about the Trovich Rao. Creatures that live for far longer than normal and awaken to strange powers. You know, like the auspices in the Far East. Indeed, yet even among those anomalies, Valigar Manda is unrivaled in strength. It has endured for centuries, bringing catastrophe each time it emerges from its lair. As you learned in the Lay of Ice, it was Gulool Ja Ja who at last managed to imprison the beast, and it has lain dormant in the temple ever since. It's said that the building still bears a gaping hole in its ceiling from when Valigar Manda was lured and set by Gulool Ja Ja's final ploy. I like to see the strongest of all Trovich Rao. I wonder what it was like to fight it. Warlord's Echo was where both the Lay of Proof and the Lay of Ice took place. Does this not suggest we will be facing two fists this time? That's a question we can ask the Elector once we find him. Or maybe we should flush out Papa Gulool Ja Ja first so I can beat the keystone out of him. Identifying this Dawn Service Elector should be our priority. We can deal with him later. I suppose we do still have the four keystones to earn. And no matter what we do, the goddess will pit us against him sooner or later. Alright, let's seek out the Elector. Let us suggest we pay a visit to Kaiju-Z the Gracious, or so their temple is called. The Vulgans told me that High Luminary Gurfurlur is to be found there. If you were to ask someone for information, then he seems a wise choice. Alright, we should also find the ether currents. I'm gonna do that first. Uh, let's see. To the north. I feel like I should probably cut down on the talking, unless I have to, because it's gonna do a number on my voice. Ah, lucky there are remedies for such things. Really, to the west. Okay, I believe you. There we go. There it is. I'm not fighting that thing. There's a card. Western. Little guys, like the ones in the first. Interesting. Ow. Tree. are you? West. Okay, so in that area there. You know what? I'll get to it when I get to it. Unless. Yeah, let's just do it. I'm here now, aren't I? Might as well. Where could you be? We've in quarantine. There you are. Southeast. Aha. Let's teleport back to Wuller's Echo. I don't think we're gonna get too far in this particular trial. But it's gonna be fine. Southwest. Oh, a fight over there. Don't mind if I join. Never mind. Day one. Why would they be fighting a Yokui? Uh-oh. Aggressive ones? That's great. And that's all of them. Let's get back. Is it to put the request entrance to the temple, you think? We'll need permission to enter the temple, but I expect it won't be a problem for the first promise. While this is certainly an impressive building, it doesn't seem to be the sort of structure one would build to hold the trial for trial. I agree. The temple guards have been watching us most intently. One does not stroll freely into Valgramanda's prison, it seems. Who are you? What business have you with Kaiju-Z the Gracious? Before you lies, Kaiju-Z the Gracious, see to it that you comport yourself with dignity. I am Mrawa Krug, warrior of light, champion of Eorzea, stealer of pants. I do nothing with dignity. Let's see if I can convince the guards to let us through. I am Wuk Lamat, third province of Toledo, and I seek your elector for the right of succession. May I speak with Gerferler? The High Luminary has granted admittance to the claimants. You may enter. Ah, I was here than expected. In we go then. God, is that? Valgramonda. Burb! Snake. Thing. With like 6 limbs? Now 7 when you cut the tail. No. More. Welcome. High Luminary Gerferler. He is not here at present. I am Luminary Zermerver. Is the Sky Ruin Valgramonda? It is. The Drow of a Drow, whose name has evoked terror since time immemorial. Even my people, once conquerors of all beneath the sun, were as brittle leaves before Valgramonda's tempestuous power. When the Sky Ruin descended upon Rukapacha 8 decades ago, the casualties were staggering. Had Gulool Ja Ja and his companions intervened, we would have been slaughtered to the last. The titanic battle with Valgramonda raged for 10 days and 10 nights. As their foe fought on, tireless and relentless, our heroes were pushed beyond the limits of their endurance. Thus the head of reason concocted a desperate plan. Gulool Ja Ja tricked the Sky Ruin into losing control of its own ice magics, causing the unwitting Drow to encase itself in frozen ether. Huh. And it's been like this ever since. Nice work, Papa. But what happens if the ice ever melts? That same question looms large in our minds, for the magic sustaining this prison grow weaker with each passing year. Valgramonda commands powers of fire and lightning and ice. Some believe that the violence of the recent storm was the result of those energies slipping free. Wow. That raging tempest from Valley Garmanda. Setting future worries aside, you are come to attempt a feat of proof, yes? The High Luminary, chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant, has left me with instructions for all aspiring claimants. You are to scour our foreboding mountains and find the waiting Gurfurlur. That is to be your challenge. Ah, so the search itself is the feat. You've already spoken with the brothers, I take it? My brothers, take it? I have. Their expeditions are underway. Then we better pick up the pace. Aye, but we'll need direction to search first. Let's see what hints we can gather from the villagers. Quick an uptake, afternoon. They're not gonna tell us directly. The Sky Ruin. Valley Girl Amanda. I can't take credit for that name. Our friend came up with that one. I see someone's also going through this now. What is their look? Ah, that's Dragoon. Alright. I've encountered many extraordinary creatures in Orzia and elsewhere, but long has it been since I've felt such an overwhelming presence. Like a thousand dagger points prickling my skin. As large as the Yoku are, seeking blindly for one in the expanse of these mountains would be an exercise in futility. We need more information. Alze? Taravajra sound an awful lot like the auspices of the Far East. Are they the same thing under a different name, do you think? I don't know. I sense the recent expulsions of the great deal of ether from Valley Garmanda's prison. The ice will hold for a few years more, I fear. Gods, Valley Garmanda is enormous. I know Papa had friends with him, but it's incredible he could hold his own against the thing. Should his prison never fail though, we can't expect the old guard to come running. It'll be up to us to save the day. We'll have to get creative. Promise. If you want to pass that feat, looks like we've got more climbing ahead of us. As we've just been informed, the feat of proof requires us to seek Heilmanner Gurfurlur somewhere up these mountains. However, if earlier feats are any indication, we must assume any challenge precludes the Yokui from answering our questions in a straightforward manner. Thus, I would ask that you pay close attention while attempting to divine Gurfurlur's whereabouts. Though the giants may not give us precise location, there may be clues hidden within their words. Such is my theory anyway. Let us see what we can discover. Let's stalk around town. Urgor. The High Luminary. No, I have not seen him today. Now, let me ask you a question. The Jabra who came out of the temple earlier, was that really the third promise? She seems rather unimposing. How is she meant to succeed the mighty Gulool Ja Ja? With holding his ideals to the forefront, for one thing. Asking after the High Luminary as well, are you? I know not where to find him, but I do hope you have the opportunity to speak together. He is a great man with a deep reverence for our traditions. These glyphs we carve, for one. He affords them as much value as any treasure we possess. They are records of our lives lived. Your arrival, too, I will etch into the stone, that the story of our meeting may endure for untold turnings of the sun. If you are curious about our ways, then I bid you visit Proof to the northwest of here. It is one of our grave sites. A grave site, you say? Sounds fun. I feel like that is the key to the next step. I should look at the weapons later because I feel like I see some interesting ones. To the Olan. No, you're from farther away than that, I think. Did my outfit give it away, sir? Or my accent? Either way, nice to meet you. Or madam? Sir? I don't know. As for the High Luminary, I can only guess where he might be. He is a warder of the Sky Ruin, but also a keeper of the sepulchres, and his duties often take him outside the village. I see. First thing first, was unable to coax forth a definitive location for the High Luminary. As expected? What then of clues? Other hints that might point us in the right direction. I heard that in addition to his usual duties, Griffler is also charged with keeping the graves. As did I. The Yakui's sepulchres appear to hold a special significance in their culture. But would it be appropriate for us to outsiders to enter their burial grounds? Proof, you say? And he encouraged you to visit the place yourself? Let's go and take a look. Even if we don't find Griffler there, they'll give us a chance to learn more about the Yakui. The gravesite is somewhere northwest of here. Well, we can leave from that side of the village for a start, shall we? I feel like a dungeon's coming closer. No, I can't be sure. There's another person going for it. Himetsukino. Nice. The others have gone on ahead to Proof, following the trail west. There are sharp drops everywhere, so we're all moving in our own pace. Some of us are not built for craggy terrain. I thought to get my bearings from up here first so I don't stumble off a cliff. Why don't you try catching up to Renville? He should be able to point you in the right direction. Okay. Ow. Hey, let's say. Ah, come on. It's not quite mountain climbing, but these steep slopes are exhausting enough. You're telling me I feel like I've tired myself out. Down the road we go. God, I love the music here. Ironville! And Alphino! Alphino first. These have the look of homes rather than graves. What would seem long years have passed since anyone had living or dead here. You're right. It's all the damage. Those scars are still burning. Take a look at this crater. There's no wood, no trees, not even dried grass, and yet the ground still burns. This must be one of the scars left by Valagarman's rampage. It's told by the saga. The Sky Rune's fires are described as eternal. Flames that can be quenched by neither storm nor time. And here I thought it literally a embellishment. But now I've lost sight of Wuk Lamat. Proof is northwest along the main road, so hopefully she'll be heading there right away. She's still heading there. Come on, words. Off to find our Wuk Lamat, Wuk Lamat, Wuk Lamat. Off to find our Wuk Lamat, and maybe solve this puzzle. There's Wuk Lamat with a patient gravekeeper. Hello, gravekeeper. Ah, you've come. Heh Wuk Lamat wins again. There she goes, building up her confidence. Looks like everyone's here now, so... Greetings, friend. Are you Gryffindor? No, I'm not. The High Luminary did, however, task me with providing a lesson on sepulchres for those who came in search of him. Oh, so we were meant to find our way here after all. Are you to tell us who is buried here? Buried here? No one is buried here in the sense you mean. When a body served its purpose, we consign it to the flames, then scatter its ashes across the peaks. Moreover, we do not conceive of death as others do. For us, a person does not die when their heart ceases to beat, but only when they are no longer born in the hearts of all who know them. This is why we built our sepulchres before age or mishap claims us, that we might etch ourselves into the living chronicle for all eternity. This grave belongs to a good friend. His mortal vessel ended its journey some years ago, but he lives within me even now. Up there stands my own sepulchre. As long as it exists, so too will I. I will endure in the hearts of those who read my grave glyphs in the same manner my friend does in mine. You know, this reminds me of the endpoint of Shadowbringers and 5.3 of Shadowbringers. Emmett Silk's plea for us to remember them. And the message from working with the V's and Elidipus his whole displeasure of us and looking down on us because we're not able to remember anything beyond our lives, which is impossible to do. They have their own specific way of remembering people, and it's really good. It's a real good continuation of that theme without having to tread the old ground again. Unless you've done the Kitari Gathering questline. As long as it exists, so too will I. I will throw in my hands with those who read my great glyphs, in the same manner my friend does in mine. Has that always been thus for your people? This conception of existence and death? Continue along this path to the intelligible passage. Behold the history upon its walls, and you may find the answers to your questions. Then that's what we'll do. Your traditions are fascinating, and I'd love to know more. I thank you for allowing me to share them. For in doing so, I will remain in your hearts also. Oh, this is beautiful. Inadvertently, we are able to share their traditions and to bring them peace of mind, and that is awesome. And people say Wuk Lamat is not a good character. Fuck off with that shit. Go now to the indelible passage. In its murals is the history of my people laid bare. Grab some popcorn. It's made of the stuffs of a ancient deity some would call the corn servant. Hey, add Minotaur here, or Hualapen as they're called. Interesting. Indeligible passage. You know, I think the next thing is going to be a big lesson. There's a lot of mirrors here, and I don't think we're going to be able to complete those in the next 5 minutes or so. So, I'm thinking this is going to be where we're going to leave off. It's been a fun stream, and I got a new viewer of the deal. It's my pleasure to talk with next Tsuki during the whole thing. So I believe I'm going to cut things short here. As per the usual, on Fridays, we'll be continuing with the single-player game, which is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, in which we're going to be looking for that sordid tape that the Baron of Hollywood asked us to find, so that we can find Nosferatu. And on Monday, we'll continue here, where we last left off. 8:30 p.m. ESSD is when we'll be playing. I'll be glad to have you, Nixuki. It's around 8:30 p.m. ESSD. Don't know how that will translate for you. That is my usual time zone from which I operate, and usually set my streams on. Until then, Yeah. It was fun meeting you too. I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna be happy to have you on my stream as a viewer. Until then, whether it's morning, evening, or between that time, have yourselves a good one, yeah? Have yourselves a lovely time. Stay safe. And bye!